Heal up, heal up, heal up, heal up. Big up everyone. All Jamaicans, big up on yourself. Now, I come about Mr. Mark Golden. Mr. Golden, in a state of panic, is now saying, that in a state of panic after the Jamaica Labour Party annual conference, is now saying that people are attacking him because he's white. And we are, the Warmington and Juliet Cuthbert and others are using racial rhetorics to score political points off him. And it is sad and it is unfortunate and it should not continue. Now, Mr. Golden, do understand that Jamaicans, we do not have a problem presently with white people. As a matter of fact, there are white people who have served us well. Some people love Manly, some people love Siaga. But what you will not find, Mr. Golden, is Michael Manley or Edward Siaga taking a chain or putting a chain around any black man's neck, because they know the history of slavery. They know that some people would be offended, but you do not care about all Jamaicans. You have exploited a set of Jamaicans that will defend you no matter what. And you are banking on that, and you have been banking on that. You have divided the country, and you took a portion that you can lead and mislead, and you have been banking on that. But because the JLP conference was so successful, you feel the need that you have to come out here, come act victimy. You have to come act victimy so you can keep those persons or people that you have managed to capture. So now you're expressing your hurt. But let me ask you something. When you were taking the chain from around Big Stone Neck or putting it on or whatever you were doing there in that skit, weren't you doing that to score political points? Did you care about how it would trigger some of us who are still connected to our ancestors? You didn't apologize because some people found it tasteless, disrespectful. As a matter of fact, you've been running around the country calling our ancestors your ancestors. You went to a Poco church and have the Poco Mania pastor invoke the ancestor spirit, and you're there with your eyes open, wide open, no look of spirituality in you. Like you are getting a spirit, and then take microphone, boy, your ancestors suffered and bled. Where, when? You see the Jamaicans, there are so many Jamaicans who do not know that your great-grandparents, according to research, were slavers, owned slaves. They do not know that from your mother's side, Benjamin Nunes, your great-grandparents, owned slaves. They do not know that you, Mr. British Golden, are a descendant from slavers who owned slaves in Jamaica. Now we not really hold that against white people about them descendants who owning slaves, because they are great white people who fought slavery, and them parents used to be slavers. And there are white people in Jamaica now serving us. And of course, if we check them ancestry, you might find that their grandparents or great-grandparents or whoever used to own slaves as well. But because you, a descendant of slavers, have no respect for our ancestors, That is the reason why we do not like you. Not all of us, because you are loved by so many. But we were connected to our ancestors. We make we out of shackles. We make we can live free as human beings. We don't like you. None at all. I personally do not like you. Just the same way I do not like Richard Curry. Him no white. He's a Negro. But of course he called our ancestors criminals. So he cannot get any ratings from me. I do not like him. And you have aligned yourself with him. You are also exploiting him, just like your ancestors did. So everything that you have been doing is out of the playbook of your ancestors. They divide and rule. To this day, you have not put forward a great plan on what you are going to do better than the current administration. All your emasculated men, Dayton, and the others, all they are doing is running around talking about Andrew Holness' 28 bank accounts and integrity report. That is what you have been running on. Attacking a black man who came from nothing because he was supposed to have nothing. So you sensationalize 28 bank accounts. Sir, I just opened a bank account. This now is my third bank account that I opened just this year in America. And I opened 3 in Jamaica. Because when you're trying to get a loan to do business, you have to open an account, especially if you're going through the credit union. So am I a criminal because I have over 30 bank accounts throughout my lifetime? Some of your supporters will say yes. So you have sensationalized and make it unlawful to have 28 bank accounts. And that is what you've been running on. But because that is wearing off, because the people are now seeing that the Integrity Commission is a compromised body, you're in a state of panic. Let me tell you something, Massa. You see, Jamaican people, we may be illiterate, but we're not fool. They're seeing through you. Jamaican people are taking a second look at you. You will not win this general election. You see, the turnout Sunday is to remind you that we now sell out our own again for rice and peas and a British subject. We ain't gonna do that, sir. So the people are taking a second look at you. You called a press conference after the JLP conference. And you stood there behind Ian Hales and you heard his lies. And you did nothing about it or said nothing. But you called the press conference facts versus fiction. But the Water Commission come out and say, yeah, they did speak to the government. You have not apologized or cleared the misinformation that Ian Hales put forward. But you are talking about integrity. We are seeing through you. So Mr. Golden, before you cry racism, before you cry like a baby and try to get people to get behind your crying, remember that you called one of our brothers black royalty. Do you remember that? Remember you called one of our brothers some little guy. And when you speak about Juliet Cuthbert and you stressed that she's a junior minister. Nothing junior about Juliet Cuthbert, sir. That is our darling. When we used to get dust out and couldn't win a gold, she came through for us. We not forget that. She has done way more than you have done for our country. As a matter of fact, you've done nothing for our country. You have exploited the bad loans during the FinSA crisis. And you made millions off the government. You, according to report, have invested to build low-income houses in the Bahamas. 20 million US investment. According to report, we are yet to see what you have invested down a jungle, down a your constituency, down at the safe seat where Dr. Omar Davis handed to you. We are yet to see what you have done. You said you collected 10 million for PMP workers. We have yet to see where and who get and where you do with the money. You have not done anything close to what Juliet Cuthbert did for this country. She represented us at the highest level, and she's now serving us at the highest level. So when you stress the junior, there's nothing junior about her. She's senior to you.